Hi, I'm Zafirah with my metric number A193783. Today I will tell to you guys about this story, Wuthering Heights. The story is begin with Mr. Lockwood, who have come to visit neighboring property Wuthering Heights, which is owned by a man named Heathcliff. Because of darkness and snow outside, he need to stay at Wuthering Heights for one night. The housekeeper gave him a catering room. At catering room, Lockwood found a book. It's Catherine's diary. And Mr. Lockwood read it with interest. While reading, Lockwood is visited by Catherine's ghost. "Let me in! Let me in! Who are you?" "Catherine Linton. I have come home. I lost my way. It is almost 20 years. I have been out here in the dark for nearly 20 years. Lockwood fell ill after returning from Wuthering Heights. He was a bit regretted for spending one night at Wuthering Heights. But because of his curiosity, he asked Ellen, who used to work at Wuthering Heights, to tell him more about the place. Ellen started to tell him the story. She began with Mr. Enshaw, the original owner of the Wuthering Heights. Mr. Enshaw came back from Liverpool with a black-haired gypsy child. "I found him all alone in the busy street of Liverpool and I couldn't leave him to die. He can't sleep in your room." But Hilly and Catherine refused to let the strange child to share their room. However, little by little, the boy became accepted by the family. He was called Heathcliff as his first and last name. But Mr. Enshaw's son, Hilly, never liked him. He always beat Heathcliff every time he got a change. In contrast, Mr. Enshaw's daughter, Catherine, loved to friends with Heathcliff. Hilly returned from college after his mom and his dad passed away. Start from that, Hilly became a new owner of Wuthering Heights. He also brought his new wife, Frances. Hilly treated 12-year-old Heathcliff as a servant, but 11-year-old Catherine still loved to be friends with Heathcliff, roaming the mall even though they know they will get a punishment from Hilly whenever they return back home. One day, Catherine and Heathcliff are caught spying on the civilized Linton family at Thrushcross Grange. They throw Heathcliff out but invite Catherine to stay with them for 5 weeks, to teaching and dressing Catherine to behave like a proper young lady. During this time, Catherine gets to know Edgar, the Linton son. Heathcliff worried that Catherine will lose interest in him after he saw Catherine come back to Wuthering Heights as a changed young lady. In the same time, Frances gives birth to a son, named Harrington, and she dies soon after. Hilly becomes depressed and addicted to alcohol. After that, Catherine accepts Edgar's proposal, but she doesn't look like she's happy at all. So she tells Ellen and Ellen gives her opinion. However, Ellen did not expect that Catherine wanted to marry Edgar because want to help Heathcliff with Edgar's money. "Didn't you ever think, Ellen? If I and Heathcliff marry, we will be very poor. But if I marry Edgar, I can help Heathcliff with my husband's money." "That's the worst reason you've given so far for marrying Mr. Edgar." After hearing that Catherine will marry Edgar, Heathcliff distant and runs away. Catherine searching for Heathcliff all night, but never availed. One day, Heathcliff comes to Grange while Edgar is in church. He and Catherine have a passionate reunion, forgiving each other for betraying. It is also the last time Heathcliff visits Catherine because Catherine died after Heathcliff left to over Edgar. She died after giving birth to a daughter named Katie. Heathcliff cannot accept the fact that Catherine died. "Where are you, Katie? Don't leave me here, where I can find you. I pray that you will never rest while I'm alive." You said I kill you. Hound me then. Mother people, hound the mother. I believe. Come back as a ghost. Leave me, mate. I don't care. Oh God. I can bear it. I cannot live without you. My soul. Heatley died soon after his sister. The situation made Heathcliff become new owner of Wuthering Heights, and he is very cruel to Isabella until Isabella flees to London, giving birth to a son named Linton. Meanwhile, Edgar raised Katie with a lot of love. Edgar did not allow Katie to have a contact with people at Wuthering Heights, or even know the name of Wuthering Heights. He doesn't want Katie to know anything or everything about it. Everything has changed when Linton's 12 years old and his mother Isabella dies. Edgar and Heathcliff is fighting to raise Linton. However, Heathcliff wins out to taking Linton to Wuthering Heights. Heathcliff plans something to attempt his revenge to Edgar. On Katie's 16th birthday, he invites Katie and Ellen to spend time with Linton. Heathcliff begins to encourage a romance between Katie and Linton. They start to writing a love letter to each other, but Ellen puts an end to their love letter. Soon enough, Katie realized that Linton is only pursuing her at his very urging, since Heathcliff is hoped to inherit the Grange when Edgar is died. Heathcliff forced Katie to stay at Wuthering Heights until she married Linton. Catherine agreed to that, and then she could escape from Wuthering Heights to see her father before he died. After Edgar's funeral, Heathcliff forced Katie to live at Wuthering Heights as a servant. Harriton now is in love with Katie, but Katie doesn't like him. She becomes so lonely until she begins to teaching Harriton read gradually, coming in return his feeling. Heathcliff tells Ellen he is still tormented by ghosts of Catherine. This is made Heathcliff bring the Grange to Lockwood. That is the end of the Ellen story about Wuthering Heights. When Mr. Lockwood is go to the Wuthering Heights and ask for Heathcliff, Ellen said to Mr. Lockwood that Heathcliff has passed away a few months ago. Mr. Lockwood was surprised with the news that Heathcliff is passed away. Ellen explained to Mr. Lockwood that Heathcliff becomes so obsessed with Catherine ghost until he stopped eating and sleeping. Until one day, Ellen found him dead with a bizarre smile on his face. Heathcliff is buried with Catherine. This is the end of this story. In the end of this story, we know that Heathcliff and Catherine are together, but in another life. I think that's all for me. Thank you.